tutorial here that I'm doing today. If you look here, you can see we've come out of the ground, and I'm working on the stone foundation for the front porch. The front porch is going to be 7 feet deep back to the wall, and so now we've got to come out because we have to lay all this in sequence, so we can't just build up one corner. So I'm building up this corner, and I'll take it into the ground over here, and then we have to do all the other corners at the same time. So it's time consuming, but the lime that we use is carbonating lime. You can only get it at Lancaster Lime Works in Pennsylvania. It's what the National Park Preservation briefs use, what they cite. But anyway, I've said this before, we've got 4 parts clay from the site, powdered like what's behind him there, and we have 6 parts sharp river sand, and we have 1 part lime, and then you mix it with however much moisture that you're going to need. And that's one reason why modern masons don't like lime, because the weather conditions that day can totally change your mixture. So the moisture content is kind of tricky. But anyway, once you once this stuff sets up, it's pretty hard. But what we do, how we lay this, is I've got my mortar laid on my course beneath, and I'm just gonna pick a stone. I don't know that this is gonna be the one I want to keep, but for this demonstration I'll do this. And you set it in, and here's my boundary line here that keeps me straight within my measurements. And if we've got a tall wall, we'll run a plumb line off of this outer perimeter line to make sure we're square and plumb. And once I've got that set, I just take a little 2-pound hammer, a stonemason hammer, and I set the stone into the line, the mortar. Okay, that crushes the sand underneath the stone base, and then you just take your fingers and you start packing it in like this. And this is how cathedrals were built. This is how castles were built. This is earth mortar set on site, full course stone. And then once we're done with all the stone work, we'll come back and we'll scrape out about 2 to 3 inches deep in all the joints, and we'll re-point that with lime and sand, no clay, and that'll seal the outside. Seal's not really a good word, but I'm not going to explain it right now what it actually does, because you never really seal. You don't slick lime mortar because you want it to breathe, because lime acts as a wick. It wicks moisture away from your structure. But anyway, so that's the tutorial today. I've got a lot of stone to do, and my son's the one running the camera, Jonathan, and he's got to help me, so he's going to do this.